The Finance Act case returns to the Supreme Court. It is also the World Breastfeeding Week and also the World Rangers Day. And away from that, the Council of Governors will be meeting later today to discuss on the upcoming devolution conference. And we now link up with our reporter Chichi Josephine from Nakuru County to give us an update from that specific county and what the residents are saying concerning the mediation talks that are supposed to go on between the Kenya Kwanza and Azimio coalitions. Chichi?
Flora, very good morning, and I hope you're having a beautiful morning over there. And there is quite a lot that is expected to happen today. I'm just giving an update of what is expected to happen in Nakuru County, and we just have few activities that will be happening. Of course, starting with there will be a commemoration of the KWS soldiers here at the KWS headquarters. This is to just recognize the soldiers who have fallen in the line of duty, and of course that will be happening today. And there will be, of course, remember, it's a sign of recognition for the fallen soldiers, and there will be, of course, an erection of Rangers, that is a statue to signify honor of the fallen soldiers, and there will be, of course, their names will be inscribed on the statue. Therefore, that is one of the activity that is expected to happen today. And of course, we still have another where the County Commander of Police will be going around at different sub-counties, starting with Kuresoi North, Kuresoi South, Njoro, and Molo. Remember, he's just 4 months, or rather 4 weeks old in this very county. This will bring, or rather we will be discussing more in regards to the same, because Nakuru County has had different county commanders where this has, of course, elicited mixed reactions among residents, saying that the change of, or rather the frequent change of guards in this very county is also playing part, or rather is a factor in the rising level of security in this very county. Therefore, this is one of the issues that I'll be discussing with residents in this very county to tell me how they feel regarding the change, or rather the frequent change of guard, especially at the coming in of the new county commanders from time to time. Remember, initially we had Stephen Matu, who of course was later replaced by Beatrice Kiraguri. Then after Beatrice Kiraguri, there came Peter Mwanzo. Then after Peter Mwanzo, there came Zachary Kimani. And of course, right now we have another that is by the name Samuel Ndanyi. Of course, this is an issue that has been, or rather has elicited mixed reactions among these residents of this very county. Therefore, I've told you that commemoration of the KWS soldiers will be happening at the KWS headquarters here, and different dignitaries will be, of course, attending that particular commemoration. We shall be going there later to get to know how things go down in that very place. But just before that, I've told you also the county commander is also going round, bearing in mind he's familiarizing with places with different places. He's not so conversant with some places, so he's going down to familiarize with people in that very counties, and also to get reports on the security, or rather the status of the security in different sub-county. Therefore, with the issue that is at hand, of course, we'll be discussing about the change of guard of these county commanders, and just to get to know how is it affecting security in this very county. Therefore, Mr. Benson, kindly come closer. Let us talk about the change of guard, the frequent change of guard in this very county. Initially, we've had like 4 county commanders in a span of 1 year. What would we say? What would you make, or rather, what do you make as a resident? How is it even affecting security in this very county?
Thank you very much, Chichi. I think one of the most fundamental issues is that security in terms of mapping, knowing the whole system of security operators in Nakuru County has been placed under jeopardy. And this is mostly because most of these county commanders who normally come to Nakuru, they spend a very short time for somebody to be able to process the intelligence report, to be able to come up with the action plans so that they can have firm action against insecurity in some of these estates which are well known and criminal thugs areas, that we hope that maybe a county commander, if can come much earlier, familiarize with the working teams on the ground, work with the local communities, and then being provided information. We always believe that this can work, but so far we are disappointed because of the frequent changes of these county commanders, and we feel that these interruptions all on and off, I think this is what exactly is affecting our security as Nakuru people.
And some argue that it is somehow political. What do you make out of, or rather what do you think in regards to some saying it's political and some saying that political, or rather some politicians have a hand in all this?
Yeah, I cannot rule out politics in the whole issue of security management, because like in the last instance that I remember, we had Madam Bitis Kiragori as the county commander. That time we had killings at teachers, and the former interior CS came here, Fred Matiang'i, and actually that time he brought Peter Mwanzo. And once Peter Mwanzo came here, again also he worked very well, but at the same time there were also demolitions in Subukia, and again also he was removed as also our county commander, and we were brought another county commander, Mr. Zachary. So, and then later we have seen again now, we have been changed, now we have a new county commander, which means that politically I think it is being instigated, and this is what we are saying, Nakuru County as a city, we really require professionalism and in terms of managing the entire security apparatus within Nakuru County, so that we do not politicize, because even county commanders right now, they will feel they are not ready to work with any with seriousness that is served, because we know that in case of anything they will be immediately transferred. So we actually hope that if we have a county commander, he or she must be given a time to be able to come up with an actionable plan that is well actionable, funded, well supported by both national and county government structures, so that all the insecurities within Nakuru County can be addressed, from criminal gangs, from bank robberies, from breakage in homes, and so on and so forth, so that we can have a better security in Nakuru County.
And so far so good. Do you think we have a reliable security team?
Yeah, so far so good, because you remember like for the last few weeks we have been having mandamanos here. And so far, the kind of management we have seen in terms of arresting the mandamanos or the demonstration, so far it has been a bit of professionalism. Again, we have also seen influx of patrols within our estates, within our city, knowing that, saying that at the end of the day, it seems that we have a better security. So far, so good. I think so far we can say that, provided we are going to give full support to the current county commander so that he can implement fully his security plan.
Aside with the county police commander, where else do you think as a county we really need to pull up us?
As a county, we had what we call the Nakuru County Policing Authority. This Nakuru County Policing Authority was to bring all the stakeholders together. We were supposed to, through the office of the governor, then we have a county working policing committee that will both national and county staff, so that also county we can start now even funding some of the security issues like street lighting, like patrols within our areas. Even through the county government we can as well do that, but also we can also enhance what we call community surveillance through the county policing authority. So we also hope that the urban violence prevention activities that have been going on, being led by a civil society organization in Nakuru, if given precedence and the support they deserve, I think as a county we can have the security that we deserve as Nakuru County.
And now we go a little bit to the county governor, that is Susan Kihika. Do you think she's really done or worked on what she said during the campaign?
I can say this. In terms of looking at so far what we had, actually the county, she had an agenda as the governor of Nakuru County, and actually we embraced the agenda because she was cutting across all the departments, health, agriculture, roads and all that. But at the end of the day, when it comes now to implementation, we have had a challenge. And this challenge has come in terms of implementing some of the programs, because you have also looked at the late disbursement from the national county government. You have seen that money has not been available. So this has actually affected the development agenda. But entirely in terms of following her agenda, I can also say she has operated about 40%, because also she is distracted by other things, which we say that she should actually sit down and actually make sure that these things are working for county, give CECs time to work, he give mandates to the CEOs, and all the department must be fully facilitated by the budgets that were passed by the Nakuru County residents instead of reallocation and all that.
back to security, do you think there'll ever come a point that when Nakuru is mentioned, no criminal gangs will come to anyone's thought? Especially when we talk of Nakuru, so many people say we talk of Nakuru and we remember of confirmed gangs, Mauti gang and the Watize. Do you ever have faith that this will come to an end?
Yes, at the right time, with the right approach and with the right investment, we can change Nakuru. First of all, like you see, like now the confirmed guys, all the Mauki and all the gangs, the county government of Nakuru has failed in terms of coming up with actionable plan for those people. And that is why those young people don't have jobs, they don't have anybody to engage with them. Like you see, even the Department of Sports and the youth, they have not so far come up with any plan to be able to address that issue. They have only been telling them. Because the issue of confirm, apart from the security that we say the security apparatus are going to work, we must also invest as a county in terms of other actionable, so that we also come with programs like the ones that are in Mombasa, that are doing the counter-extremism program, so that we have a secure and safe Nakuru County. We still believe we still have an opportunity. As long as we have the right mindset, Nakuru County should be able to work with the national security apparatus so that they also fund and also give budgetary allocation for matters of security.
Thank you so much for your time. Therefore, Flora, that is one of the residents in Nakuru County, and of course one who knows this very county so much and in depth, and of course is explaining in matters the change of guard, or rather the frequent change of guard in this particular county. And of course I've explained to you that there has been an issue with the changing of county commanders in this very county. So far so good. In a span of 1 year and a half, 4 of them, or rather 5 of them, have been able to be changed, and this one has been seen to have affected, to be a big factor, especially to the rise of insecurity in this very county. And therefore, them not being able to have time to familiarize with people around here and places, different places around here, is also a big factor to saying that insecurity also or rather rises from time to time. Therefore, as I've told you, that is all that we have in this very county. Part of the activities that I've told you is the commemoration of KWS, and we shall be heading there later, and of course to get more on what is happening over there. And of course, in regards to the county police commander going around the different sub-counties to get reports and also to familiarize with people and the security, to get to know the security status of those very counties. That is therefore what we have from Nakuru County. Much and many more will be in our subsequent bulletin later evening, in the evening. Over to you, Flora. My name is Chichi. Josephine.
Well, thank you so much, Chichi Josephine, for that. And of course, even with the changes, we expect that we see them in terms of the improvement of security matters in Nakuru County and the whole Rift Valley region for that matter. But before we cross over to Alfayo Kombo, who's a reporter based in Kisii County, for an update from that county, just an update on our diaries that the Education CS, Ezekiel Machogu, will today release the 2023-2024 course placement results for the KCSE 2022 for candidates to universities and colleges. And away from that, the Council of Governors, led by Her Excellency Anne Waiguru, the Governor of Kirinyaga County, will be holding a council meeting today to communicate concerning matters County Government Amendment Bill 2023, and of course the upcoming Devolution Conference 2023, even as devolution hit 10 years. What do you think are some of the hits and misses of the devolution for the last 10 years? Has it worked, and in what areas can it be improved? Away from that, we had the Cabinet Secretary for ICT and Digital Economy, C.S. Owalo, speaking on the status of the ICT in the country, and of course making it clear concerning the cyber attack that happened, even when assuring Kenyans that their data is secure. There's no infringement of the privacy of their data or any information as far as that cyber attack was concerned. Well, also the CS says that elaborate risk mutilation framework have been placed for future safety of if anything of the sort happens. And of course, that is just an update from the diary. Well, also we commemorate the World Breastfeeding Day. But right now, let's cross over to Alfayo Kombo and give us an update from Kisii County. Okay, we'll be coming back to Alfayo after this short commercial break. Stay tuned.
The news that matters the most is the one that hits close to home. When disasters strike, we are there to inform you. When the bullets are flying, we tell you who's shooting and why. Reporting on your victories, your health, your money, your security, your past, present, and future. We are interested in telling the stories of creativity, hard work, and resilience that you are known for. That is our job. This is my job. My name is Victor Moyakane, and it's my honor to bring you this news this way every Thursday night on the home of Untold Stories.
Katika majengo haya, hapa ndipo sheria zinapotungwa na zinapopakuliwa. Nitakuletea viongozi mbalimbali, mirengo mbalimbali, wote kwa pamoja wakipika na kupakua. Tutawapa nafasi kuweza kuangazia changamoto na mafanikio ya ugatuzi katika ukumbi wa siasa kila siku ya Jumanne kuanzia saa 1 kamili na kuendelea.
Toka eneo hili la Naivasha kwenye kaunti 032, gatuzi la Nakuru.
Kutoka kaunti ya Elgeyo Marakwet, kaunti 028.
Nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Wajir.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Turukana.
Kwa matukio yote yanayojiri katika kaunti hii 012.
Kutoka kaunti nambari 1, kaunti ya Mombasa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Lamu.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka Kisii County.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Machakos.
Kutoka kaunti hii ya Trans Nzoia.
Kaunti 038.
Kutoka gatuzi nambari 029, kaunti ya Nandi, chemichemi ya mabingwa.
Nikiripotia TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Kakamega.
Itakuwa nikiripotia runinga ya TV47 kutoka kaunti ya Bungoma.
Jina langu ni Paula Munio.
Willy Dennis Jiru.
Fabian Kipet.
Mimi ni Hashim Jimal.
Mimi ni Kitio Mika Masai.
John Javakiania.
Jina langu ni Abdulaziz Nameka.
Mimi ni Kombo Alfayo.
Jina langu ni Nicholas Mbai.
Isaac Famba.
Mimi ni Wanji Sosti.
Jina langu ni Arnold Adidi.
Jina langu ni Chris Bet.
Jina langu ni Violet Auma.
Na TV47 inapotamba, mimi Sheila Chelangat nitakuwa nikiripotia maswala yanayokuhusu wewe kila kuchao. Every Thursday 7:30 p.m. unapata nafasi kufahamu viongozi mbalimbali kutoka humu nchini, kuanzia wabunge.
Interacting with us at TV47 News on Twitter, TV47 Kenya on Facebook. The hashtag is Morning Cafe, and of course we are linking up with the reporters from different parts of the country to just get what is happening across different counties, and perhaps to just look at the county section on our dailies today. That is the Daily Nation. We see state cuts fertilizer prices so as to boost output in different counties. Of course, and also Kitui Machakos moved to regulate sand harvesting, even as counties continue to find ways to raise revenues at the county level. But right now, let us cross over to Kisii County and join our reporter Alfayo Kombo, who is standing by to just give us an update on what you can expect from that specific county. Good morning, Alfayo.
Good morning to you, Flora Limuki. I'm getting you very well from this side of Kisii. Indeed, it's a little bit colder here in Kisii grounds, but in our county edition today, as early in the morning, I had talks with the county commandant in security matters. He told me that the security-wise here in Kisii County, we are well and good. this today's day, there is no meeting that is going to have with the other security stakeholders. Maybe tomorrow, that's when they'll be having a security meeting, so that to enhance security matters that have been echoed around this Kisii County. But today, what we are going to have here in Kisii County, it's on the anti-FGM, and where today there is an anti-FGM meeting here at Dance Hotel. We'll be having one of the activists telling us today what we're going to expect, what will be happening today here at Dance Hotel, where different security stakeholders, different administrators, different stakeholders from other institutions who are against this anti-FGM, being that Kisii County is at 84% at these GBV matters, FGM matters, and I'll be inviting him here to be able to tell us what are the expectations, what have you been doing in order, and what are the measures that you have placed down in order to make sure that this FGM lowers down from 84% to at least maybe 15% then 0%. Maybe you tell us something. What's your name? Start by your name.
My name is Esnas Nyaramba. I'm the founder and the CEO of Nsembe CBO, working under Young Women Democrats. Today we are in Kisii doing a capacity building. We are trying to train the anti-FGM champions that we're going to work with on the ground, because at the end of the day you need somebody who is in mashinani, who is a grassroots person, who can tell what is happening, when it's happening, and where it is happening. So we've been having capacity building training since Wednesday. We start with the security agencies, then with the medical team, because FGM in Kisii is medicalized. So you cannot talk about FGM if you don't bring the medical fraternity in it. So on Friday, we had the CSOs networks working in Kisii, so as we can also collaborate and work together as synergy, because we also look at a one-stop thing that all of us can work together and attain exactly what we want. So we are looking at mitigation that can help us. Number one, we want to look at how we can engage more with the community to understand that FGM is wrong. Because from the medical side, they said it is the pressure from the community that is making them to perform FGM. Then we look at from the security side, we were given an assurity that they will be working with us, they will support what we are doing, and we have they have our shoulders. So we have a team that is going to work with us in prosecution, arrest, and everything that's supposed to be done. And then number three, we're also looking at a situation where the CSOs, those that have the funding, those that do not have the fundings but are working towards ending FGM in Gusii region, to work together, bring and marshal up what we have, the resources we have, to mobilize them together and work from one point. So we want to work as a pool, so as the little you have with the little I have, we can manage to pull up something very important in the community, not only on FGM, but also in any form of GBV and SGBV. And then also we are looking at girls. You look at girls in school, because the research that was done between the age of 15 and 49. But we have Kisii girls being mutilated at the age of months. So a month-old baby or an 8-month or 2 years, nobody will ever know this is happening and how it happened. So we also want to at least have a research from 15 and below. How many girls have been circumcised and how is it going to happen? We also spoke to the county government, the gender department, and the MOH department, that is the Ministry of Health, that this thing needs to be ruled, and there are some rules that are supposed to be given, that when I give you a certificate to go and operate as a clinician or as a clinic somewhere, then you need to give us the services that you are giving. Also, we are urging the Ministry of Education that this program needs to go to schools, so that these girls can be trained in school on what is supposed to be done, how she can be, or how he can be the sister's keeper, so as we can get all the people as frontline defenders on FGM. And then lastly, I'm urging the government of Kenya that these funds that are usually there, we have the anti-FGM board, we have the committees of the counties that work on FGM. Where is this money working? Where is these funds going? Who is doing what? So as we can liaise all of us together and work together as a team to, at the end of the day, see this vice going down. Because it is really bringing a lot of issues, it brings a lot of chaos in Kisii, or in Kisii, when I look at the rate at which families are breaking is very high. You find like it is 80-something% of single women. And then it means when you ask, a lot of them are telling you, I'm a single parent because we could not mash up with my husband in bedroom. So you find like my body system and his body system do not rhyme, it does not marshal up, and that becomes a big problem. So we are urging the government to give us the support that we request, the support that we need, so as we can all of us together work to end FGM. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Esnas Nyaramba. Flora Lemuki, that has been Esnas Nyaramba, and that is part of the training that is happening today. And we are seeing a lot of ACCs are here, community policing, and other stakeholders have already arrived so that they can have these talks in order to ensure that the anti-FGM and SGBVs are totally eradicated from Kisii County. That's what we have at the moment, and we'll be bringing you up to speed in our other subsequent bulletins so that be able to inform you of what is happening and to ensure that SGBV is completely eradicated from Kisii County. I'll be passing back the mantle to you, back to studio, Flora Lemuki.
Well, thank you so much, Alfayo Kwambo, for that update. And right now we join our reporter, Mwege William actually joins us live here to just update us on what we can expect from the newsroom today. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Looking sharp.
How's your weekend? Thank you.
It was good. It was good. Yeah.
All right.
Church nini. Yes. Yeah.
Church Manenos.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Moving away from Church Manenos, quite a fully packed Monday. Our viewers should expect a lot, especially from the country's capital, that is Nairobi.
Yes.
A lot is happening. Starting off from the judiciary. We have Chief Justice Martha Koome today. He's presiding over the swearing in of Charity Kisotu as commissioner to join the Judicial Service Commission, that is JSC. So the event will be taking place at the Supreme Court's buildings today. So that is a bit that we'll be touching base on, and also to inform our viewers on what will be happening on that particular end. Also interesting today, the ruling party, that is UDA, secretariat led by the Secretary General, that is Cleophas Malala. Today they are launching something on the youth, an interesting bit. It is the Youth Expo. So they are launching that today, and we are going to see what are the specifics, the details of this particular expo that UDA is launching today. Aside, now this is aside from the government business, despite the fact that UDA is the ruling party, they're also doing some things at the sidelines of the government now as a party. So we'll get to see what are the details, the nitty-gritties of this particular expo that UDA is launching. Also to the coastal region, where we have our very own Paul Munio. He will be keeping tabs, or rather we'll be having an update on something very important, not only international but also intergenerational forum. This is the social entrepreneurship among women and youth. Now they are convening in Mombasa County from across the globe, different countries. They'll be meeting in Mombasa County. Quite an interesting thing, especially for the youth and also the women to keep tabs on. And that is here on TV47. We'll be having those details in our subsequent bulletins. Earlier on, you also touched on the issue of ICT, where Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo has already given the state of ICT in Kenya. Also comprehensive details coming your way also on that particular bill. We also understand that today we are commemorating the World Rangers Day. So all the KWS officers and all those who are taking care of our wildlife, it will be an interesting bit to see how they commemorate this day and also how they go about it, and also to understand the norms and the beats, also the abnormalities of this work of being a ranger. Quite a special day for these people. Also, you have touched based on the World Breastfeeding Day. This is an event which is being spearheaded by the World Health Organization, WHO. And also maybe to highlight some of the best practices when it comes to breastfeeding. And I'm sure our very own health reporter Zainab Mohammed is touching base on this particular end. That is all from the country's capital, Nairobi, and also more from Mombasa.
Great. Thank you so much for that update. And of course, that and much more, you can always get it on TV47. Time to wrap up our county diary this morning. Of course, thank you for keeping us company, and keep your feedback coming in at TV47 News on X, at TV47 Kenya on Facebook, and the hashtag is Morning Cafe. Also our SMS line 22047. Right now, I cross over to the other side to Stanley and...
Before you cross over, last Monday when I was here, you had a quote. Do you also have a quote today?
I do. Or Freddie or Stanley might have one.
All right.
This is a philanthropic kind of show.
I can feel the vibe.
Thank you so much.
Amid uproar over non-inclusion of cost of living on list of agenda for bipartisan talks between Azimio and Kenya Kwanza. These are the highlights this morning.